Yeah. And it's stop ruining y'all lives over sex, bruh. Like, it's not that serious. Like,
No.
I'm just so tired of all these. It's always another Me Too, a sexual allegation. This, we got the whole damn RAZ B, Chris Stokes,
Oh
all
God,
that shit's
that's a
coming
whole
out,
rabbit hole. Oh my God, yeah.
RAZ B is finally getting his glory because people have been calling him crazy for I don't know how long, even though I believed him from day one.
That's a
Come
sad
on.
story. I mean, that's
Come
just a
on.
sad because we've heard these stories. This is again just like R. Kelly, just like
Yeah.
B2K, just like Tevin Campbell. I'm sorry I brought up Tevin Campbell, but his
What happened
story
to
was
Kevin
very
Campbell? Hold
sad.
up.
Huh?
What happened to Tevin Campbell?
Girl, he used to get, done by his like tour managers and stuff like that. Like he
Really? He came out about that?
hell yeah. He was like,
Oh
there's
my God.
nothing he will not try now. Like nothing.
You
Like
lying?
his tour managers and all that kind of stuff.
He was
Like,
molested or it was consensual.
well, but see, it's kind of like
How old was he, I wonder?
I don't remember. I'd have to go open up that story again and really look into it. But I do remember reading about it, and I felt really bad because he, I don't know because
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I remember it not necessarily being a situation where he was like into men. It was kind of like coerced into that, and then he's just gone. But
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because he's gay, right?
oh God, he's so gone.
Why are you calling him gone, girl?
He's gone. Like meaning he's totally secure with being like he's gay. Like there's no doubt about it. He's gay. So yes, to your point. Yeah. So yeah. But I just remember earlier in his career reading a few articles like how that happened. And it was based on like his tour managers and
Wow, I never knew about that Tevin Campbell story. I mean, I knew he was gay, but I didn't think he got molested. But I mean, I'm not surprised with all of the stories we've heard and the whole Aaliyah thing and R. Kelly and
all this shit, Puff Daddy, like it's they're rumors, but then when you continuously hear about it, like Whitney was on crack, like somebody said, nobody's gonna keep saying the same thing about you for 20 years, and there's not any truth to it. You know what I'm saying? There's not absolutely no truth to it.
a little truth to it.
There's gotta be something, it's gotta be something.
Oh
But
man.
but yeah, so more to come on that for sure.
I mean, he was supposed to do, I think Rasby was supposed to do an interview with Jason Lee. And then I want to say Chris Stokes and Amarion threatened Jason Lee or something like that, allegedly.
Ooh,
So
Jason Lee. Oh, on Hollywood Unlocked.
yeah, Jason Lee was going to interview not Amarion, interview
Raspy.
Raz B. And then he got some threats or some calls from lawyers or something. He said he was still going to put it out, but then it never happened. So I don't know if his team got, harassed or what, but it's definitely something. Because even Amarion said, which I mean, to be honest, I feel like all four of them were molested
Yeah.
or involved in that stuff sexually. But Amarion even said in his last, huge interview, he said, yeah, he does believe that, Rasby went through those things he went through. He says he's clearly traumatized. Um, and then we see that Amarion's brother, Amari, I think his name is, no, Orion, Amarion's brother,
Orion.
Orion.
Yeah.
Um, Chris Stokes commented on a picture of all things. He commented on a picture of Orion and his daughter, which is Janae Aiko's daughter.
Aiko's daughter. Yeah.
They have a daughter together, and
Wait, Orion in her?
was it Orion? One of Amarion's brothers. He
Oh,
has one
okay.
brother, right? Yeah, I think it's Orion. He has a
That's
baby
the only brother
with
I know.
yeah, yep, it's him. So he has a baby with Janae Aiko. Well, she's like 13 now.
Yeah.
Um, they have a daughter, and he posted a picture up on Instagram, and Chris Stokes, the one who's being accused of all these horrific things, he comments like, some emojis on the picture of him and his daughter. And immediately, Orion commented back and was like, take the polygraph because Raz B has been, doing interviews and going online basically saying, take a polygraph. I'll take a polygraph. Like, if y'all don't have nothing to hide, if you didn't do this to me, take a polygraph and have it be out and we could be done with it if you didn't do it. But of course, they're not going to. So he's accusing Marcus Houston and Chris Stokes of molesting him. There was another up and coming singer, I think, that also accused him of this. And, they have like the same stories. Like, they can compare like the things that he used to make them do. They said Chris Stokes wouldn't want them to eat meat. Wouldn't, like, he really cared about like the things they ate. I'm thinking because like semen purposes, I don't know. It was very weird how they were saying like how he had control of that and would monitor that and monitor what they ate and just really predator type situations. Like, this guy was controlling them, not just sexually molesting them, but like their mind and stuff. Like, people don't know this shit goes deep.
Oh my God.
It's not funny, but it's just like, this is crazy because when you think back to like B2K, they were all over everywhere. They were huge. They were huge. Every girl in the world loved them.
I was
And like,
obsessed with what's his name? J Bug, and I loved Little Fizz.
J-Book was my favorite one. But Little Fizz, I always see a group of us in middle school used to always think Little Fizz was gay. We were like, he's cute, but he's definitely like really feminine.
Right.
But it's
Little
like,
Fizz? I never got that from him. Now, J Bug was my favorite, but I always liked like Little Fizz's parts and stuff, like his rap parts and stuff. But I never looked at him as, I always looked at Raz B as like feminine.
But see, to be honest, just to be 100% honest, I've never really liked any of them like that. Like, I never fangirled over them like I did like with Bow Wow. Like, I was obsessed with Bow Wow. Like, everyone knows me knows I loved Bow Wow. Yeah. But I never fangirled over them like that because they did come off kind of feminine to me. All of them, in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that means just because you're feminine that you are gay or you've been molested or whatever, but I'm saying I could clearly tell, even looking back now, because I went to go look at some of the clips of their older stuff, you can just tell that they weren't comfortable in their, like, besides Omarion, because I guess he was the lead or whatever, they just didn't seem comfortable in like their bodies. It's just like, you could kind of tell something wasn't right.
Right.
If you go back now and look.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true. No, I see what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Even like with the glasses, they would always wear sunglasses like indoors. And when they were doing the interviews, they were very hesitant to answer the questions like, do you have a girlfriend? Or, like, it was just odd. It's very odd how they answered those questions.
Yeah, I never like fan crushed over any of them. I love J Bug though, because I always liked Avant. I always liked Tank. I always liked R. Kelly. I always
You always like the men that were 30 years older than
I always liked LSG.